The Imperial Fists, led by Tor Garagon himself, take on the Lord of Contagion and his Death Guard cohort in a Warhammer 40,000 2,000 point battle report. Chapter approved mission, Beachhead.
All units, this is Garagon. Death Guard sighted on the walls. Prepare for battle. Centurions with me. Captain Fane, I leave the walls to you. Aye, sir. Come now, cousins, and taste the delights of Spartanagel. We are the Fists, and we crush our enemies. For the Emperor, destroy them!
Gents, welcome back to Warzone Morloc 40k, your home of narrative-driven 40k games on lovely spread tables. We are back with the Dave Sandwich, a different Dave Sandwich this time. We've got High Fleet Viennetta Dave,
hi.
Stage left, and another Dave on the right who's going to be playing with Dave. And we've got Patrick playing as the brand new, handsome Patrick, sorry, the brand new Imperial Fists. No less.
Oh yeah, here we go.
We've got the new supplement in hand, and we've also got Tor Garagon, who's going to be taking the field, because I've just finished painting him before the bat rep was recorded.
It came out yesterday, didn't it?
Came out yesterday, and I painted him at 10 o'clock this morning when I was playing at 12:30.
Is the paint still wet?
The paint is not wet because I cooked it in my little floor heater. First of all, we're going to mention we've got a giant poster now, which is an upgrade from the postcard we used to have before. Warzone Morloc 40k. Big thank you to everyone, and there are literally thousands of you who have subscribed over the last year. Blown away by the amount of support people have shown to the channel. It's wonderful. We've gone from 700 around this time last year to nearly 3,500, and we can't thank you enough. So thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah, thanks. And if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do it.
Please
now.
subscribe.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah. And follow us on Instagram as well.
He does the Instagram.
Try to.
To mention our sponsors of our brand new posters, Bad Moon Cafe. Pat, talk about Bad Moon Cafe.
Yep. So they got a couple of events coming up as well. They got the Bad Moon Rumble on November 23rd, which I always play in when I can, and I'll be at this one. It's a 40k event where you play 3 games in a day, get a free drink, and the winner gets I think a £25 voucher. It's really good fun. It's not as intimidating as you think. You can just go down there and have a blast. So. Also, they have War in the Mortal Realms coming up on November 9th as well, and that is Sigmar, which we stay away from, don't we, for some reason?
We don't talk about that.
We'd be broke if we had to play Sigmar
because we ain't got no money. We ain't got no money.
And they've given us posters as well, so there's posters all around today.
On rental.
Do they do coffee there, Bill?
They do a flat white.
Not the famous flat
white.
The
famous flat white. It's London's premium wargaming venue and also a good spot. I had the pizza recently, I don't know if you can tell. It was delicious. I took my daughter there, we had a good time. But back to the game in hand. Imperial Fists versus Death Guard with a Chaos Knight. It's ancient enemies taking on each other. What mission are we playing today, Patrick?
We are playing Beachhead, Eternal War Mission from Chapter Approved 2018. I'm glad there's a new book coming out soon for Chapter Approved because we've played all of these a few times.
Yeah, we've kicked the backside out of these missions now. I think this will be one of the last before the new one comes out. It's going to be a brutal game. We've got good terrain, good board from GameMat.eu, or one of our other sponsors, and it's going to be a bloodbath.
Do you want me to talk about it?
Talk about the mission.
Okay, so you have 3 objectives, markers, 1 in your own deployment zone, 1 in the middle, and 1 in the enemy's. You score from the second battle round, 1 for holding the 1 in yours, 2 for the 1 in the middle, and 3 for holding your opponent's objective. So it's really simple, and then you just got to slay the warlord, first strike, and line breaker. So we won't have to worry too much about concentrating on the nuance of the game. We can just fight each other and show off what the Fist can do, hopefully.
Yeah, brand new supplement for the Fists, going against a very tough Death Guard force.
New army as well.
New army as well, yeah, for the channel. It's going to be painted by your good hand or fell hand.
Yep.
Let's do it.
So this is my Death Guard army, new on the channel. Been furiously painting it up, but some of them are still a bit of a work in progress. But we'll start with the front with the Lord of Contagion. He's got a Man Reaper. Yeah, I'm actually not quite sure what to name this Death Guard unit. So if anyone's got any ideas, put a comment in down below.
Yeah. Keep it clean.
Keep it clean. Yeah, help us out there. We've got a Chaos Lord just to the right of him. So he's got a power axe and combi bolter, and just to his left, over his right shoulder, is the malignant plague caster, and he's got the psychic powers, blades of putrefaction and putrescent vitality. To the left of those is the first troops unit. So this is a battalion, which is all I can make with these units that I've got ready. So that is a unit of plague marines. So there's 7 plague marines there. They've got a champion with power fist, plague sword. There's 2 plague marines with melee weapons. So we've got one with a mace and axe, and another one with just the axe on the side there. There's a blight launcher in there as well, and 3 bolters. And on the right hand side is the second unit of plague marines. So you've got a champion in there with power fist, plague sword and plasma gun. Another plasma gun in there, 2 melee plague marines, one with a flail of corruption and one with 2 plague knives, and 3 bolters in the back. To make up the third troops choice is the unit of 20 poxwalkers. So eventually they will have typhus to give them a bit of a buff, but couldn't fit him in right now. Just to the right hand side you've got 2 foul blight spawns. So one of them finished, one on the way. Yep, those 2 guys for the elite slots. A fast unit, which is the fetid bloat drone. So he's got 2 plague spewers, and behind him is the 2 plague burst crawlers, both armed with entropy cannons, one with a heavy stubber and the other one with a Rothowl volley gun.
So here's the Knight Tyrant, and it's armed with a Plasma Decimator and the Volcano Lance.
So the relic that I've gone for is the Fulgaris Helm, which is on the Chaos Lord. So that gives him an extra, I think, 3 inches to all of his buffs. But he's also my Warlord, and I've given him Arch Contaminator. So that's where you get reroll all wound rolls with plague weapons.
Awesome.
So yeah, sounds good.
And how many command points have you got?
So it's just a battalion, so I've got 8.
Here's my 2,000 points of Imperial Fists. I've got a battalion and a spearhead detachment. Leading off the battalion, I've got Tor Garagon down here, the new model.
Yes.
And then a lieutenant as well to the right, who is taking an extra warlord trait called Hand of Dawn, which is before the battle. If your army is battleforged, roll 1d3, you gain a number of command points equal to the result, which is really useful because you're spending 1 command point, you can't lose anything, and you potentially could get 3, so that's really good. Making up the battalion, I've got 3 units of intercessors. I'm going to try out auto bolt rifles on them today, because Imperial Fist's new trait is getting extra shots when you roll 6s, and with the auto bolt rifles you get 3 shots a turn, so that increases the chances of getting more shots, I reckon. So I'll give that a go. It's a shame they just don't have any minus AP. For the spearhead detachment, I have got a captain who has been upgraded to a chapter master, and I'm also making this detachment an Imperial Fist Siegebreaker cohort out of the Vigilus campaign book, so that cost me a command point as well, but gives them access to a different set of relics and stratagems to use, which is really interesting. So he's going to be my warlord. His warlord trait is Indomitable, which is probably not how you say that. I don't want to go back and say it. Which is, if your warlord did not move in the movement phase of this turn, friendly Imperial Fist infantry units within 6 inches of your warlord automatically pass morale tests and receive the benefit of cover to their saving throw, which is really useful. I'm also going to take the relic for him, which is the Eye of Hypnoth, which gives him reroll wounds of 1 as well, which I think is really good as well because it means you don't have to take a lieutenant if you don't want to. And he's basically, when you upgrade him to a chapter master and give him that relic, the same as Guilliman, without all the points cost in terms of the buffs. So making up the Siegebreaker cohort, I've got 3 heavy choices, and that is 1 unit of 9 Hellblasters. They're going to have the heavy plasma incinerators for the extra range, but only 1 shot ago. And then I've got 6 Devastator Centurions with the heavy bolters and hurricanes in the chest. And then a Leviathan Siege Dreadnought at the back with 2 Storm Cannon arrays. And then I've got 2 elites as part of that as well. I've got a Redemptor with the heavy Gatling, underslung Gatling and Storm Bolters in the chest. And then 5 aggressors with the Boltstorm Gauntlets. That's it. I start with 9 command points, spent 2 on Chapter Master, 1 on the Siegebreaker cohort, and another one to give the Lieutenant an extra Warlord. So that drops me down to 5 straight away, but hopefully I'll get some back before the start of the game.
The Death Guard deployed first. As Patrick, you chose the deployment type and the board side, didn't you?
Yeah, I picked over here for 2 reasons. One, because I thought, oh, there's some stuff over here, but also because we do a lot of filming from that side and want to show off the Imperial Fists.
Indeed.
So I'm going to get them right up the front so you can see it.
Glorious yellow.
Their glory, yeah.
Okay.
Vanity.
So, for vanity reasons only. So the Death Guard have deployed on this side of the board.
Yep.
And just talk about how you've set up.
So, using some of the line of sight blocking terrain, we've got a little force here of the Fetid Bloke drone, you Plague Marines and the Foul Blight Spawn. So, clear objective hunting over on Pat's side. So his objective is just down.
Oh yeah, just to talk about what the objectives are. Home objective for the Fists is behind the tower. Central objective is represented by the standard carrying guardsmen. And the Death Guard home objective is just behind this power generator here.
Yeah, so staying on that side, I've got the 2 Plague Burst crawlers behind cover, line of sight completely blocked for those. They're next to the Chaos Lord for his rerolls and for the Arch Contaminator. And I've put another unit of Plague Marines down there, so we just wanted a little bit of something else to make Pat think about if he's going to try and take that.
Indeed.
So straight down the middle we got Dirty Poxwalkers, Foul Blight Spawn, Malignant Plague Caster. So we've got some psychics today.
Easy for you to say.
And David's Knight.
David's Knight has plocked itself down here.
Yeah, just in the centre of the table to give us decent line of sight on things as they try and advance to the middle objective.
So looking at the board from the model's eye point of view, there is actually a lot of line of sight blocking terrain on this board, albeit quite low. And on this side, how are the Fists deployed?
So I've left 1 unit of Incestors on the objective here, and then I've got a 2nd unit back here. I sort of counter deployed because I was worried about those mortars, so I've got 1 unit only out of range of the mortars, but it's pretty much covering the whole board.
Yeah.
Hellblasters are down here, and I've got Tor Garagon here, Lieutenant, so I've got some rerolls around this area. Redemptor, I want to get him up there. He's got Power Fist, get him in combat. Another unit of Intercessors here. Hopefully they can do some shooting on the Poxwalkers. Over here I've got the Centurions, kept them out of line of sight of the Knight as well. And then the Leviathan here, I've kept that out of line of sight of the Knight too. Chapter Master here for rerolls around here. And aggressors here, I've got them touching these little boxes for cover.
So if toes in terrain, they're in terrain.
Yeah.
Is that the same for the Hellblasters around this piece?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
That's it.
Now, there was some debate as to whether who was going to go first, and it's the choice of the Nurgle army whether they choose to go first as per the mission. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. So we have chosen, after Pat's deployed, to go second.
Did not expect it at all.
No.
Yeah, so that we can try and shoot him off an objective if he makes a run for it.
Yeah, so that makes for this particular mission makes it a bit tasty. So going second seems preferable for the Death Guard. So straight in.
Good luck, Daves.
Good luck, Pat.
Dave.
Bully.
Hey, bully.
Bully. Days all round. Imperial Fist. Turn 1.
It's tough because he's deployed well. Struggling to get things in range and line of sight, but I've moved the castle over this side forward.
That's a formidable group.
Hellblasters have got heavy weapons, so they're going to be -1 to hit, which means they're going to struggle to overcharge without a lot of them dying. So I might not be able to overcharge them. Redemptor's moved up. Intercessors have moved up. I've got the Captain and Lieutenant here for rerolls.
Nice.
Over in the corner, 1 unit of Intercessors has moved up into the fortress, and the other one's moved back onto the objective. I'm really worried the mortars are going to take them out before the next of my turn, so it's going to be a big problem, that.
Indeed.
Over here, Centurions have moved round from behind the crate. They've only got a 4-inch move, annoyingly, so they're slowly progressing up the board. Leviathan's a bit better, it's moved 8 inches up to here, and the Aggressors moved out from behind here, then rolled a 5 to advance up to here.
Brilliant.
I rolled for my Lieutenant's Warlord trait to get extra command points and rolled a 2,
So
so I'm up to 7 command points now.
You managed to regain some. It's awesome.
Yeah, really good. So now on to the shooting phase. Leviathan is going first. He's going to shoot the Storm Cannon array at the Plague Marines in front of him. It's got a 24-inch range, so it's just in there.
Oh, because he's tall.
Yeah, you can see over the top. So,
Scandal.
Yeah, that's handy. No one else can see over here, so at least something's going to shoot. He's got 10 shots with the Storm Cannon array. It's a heavy weapon and he's moved, so it's going to be 3s to hit, rerolling everything because of the Chapter Master behind.
Couple of rerolls.
So just the 1 miss so far. Strength 7 against toughness less. Toughness 5. So 3s to range, rerolling 1s because of the Captain's relic.
What? Oh my god.
Okay, so we've got 9 wounds there, AP -3.
Hell! 6 is to save the Death Guard here.
Yeah. Well, from the Leviathan on his tippy toes. So that's 2 saves there, and then I've got my disgustingly resilient.
And 2 damage each.
Right, first one. He's dead. Next one, he's dead.
Uh-oh.
Dead. 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 And dead.
Ah!
So what was
Taka,
that?
taka, taka,
7,
taka.
8, 9?
Taka, 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 taka.
Whole
Ba, ba, ba,
unit.
ba, 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 ba. First strike. Reaction. Reaction. How did it go?
The Hellblasters at the moment are moved, so -1 to hits, they're hitting on 4s. If I overcharge, they'll die on 1s or 2s. But we use Tor Garagon's Signum Array. You can select 1 friendly Imperial Fist unit within 3 inches of the model, and they then have a ballistic skill of 2+ until the end of that phase.
Cool.
So now -1 to hit, they're hitting on 3s instead.
Strong.
Yep,
So you targeting?
There, you can see the edge of the knight there from where I moved, so it's going to go into the knight.
Yes.
Okay, so it's 9 shots, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the captain nearby. -1 to hit puts these onto 1s, so they're 3 dead.
Oh wow, three Hellblasters killed by their own firing.
And I can't reroll them because it's not a chapter master. I can only reroll 1s. So that's 3 dead so far.
Okay.
6 hits, looking for 3s to wound, rerolling 1s. Okay, so it's just 4 at your 5-up invuln. So 1 saved, and that is 2 damage each normally when it's overcharged, but Imperial Fists get +1 to damage against vehicles. So that is 9 damage on the knight.
That's a lot of damage gone through there.
So he's down to 19 wounds.
So it's 19 wounds.
Intercessors are going to shoot at the front. They've got 3 shots each because the auto bolt rifles.
Who's
They're
targeting?
going into the, are they Poxwalkers?
Poxwalkers.
Yep.
Yep, so 15 shots, re-rolling 1s because of Tor Garagon behind. Okay, there we go. Interestingly, the second chapter tactic for Imperial Fist now is they get extra hits
on the sixes.
On sixes. Okay, so that one that missed, I can add that in there, and then I've got 4 extra in there as well because of those sixes. No rerolls there.
So nothing missed, Pat. One missed. One missed.
Murdered 3 chickens on the
There's no point in
second.
shooting if you're not going to shoot straight. Is
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
Sound like
these
the
are strength
instructors at
4.
work. Yeah.
And
Toughness 3.
okay, so I'm looking at 3 wound, rerolling ones. 10, 15. 15. So everything's hit and wounded because of the extra shots. 15 wounds, no AP though on
Disgustingly
these.
resilient?
It's auto bolt rifle. Yeah.
Disgustingly resilient, Dave.
Oh yeah, sorry mate.
Got 15 disgusting resilient.
Yeah, they
shots.
don't get in save. Their save is a 7+.
T-shirt save, which has gone rotten because it's been in my drawer.
So disgustingly resilient for 5s and 6s, of which I've got 3.
Okay,
that's
so
12.
12 poxwalkers
I'm
dead.
just going to shoot the heavy and the underslung Gatling into the Plague Marines over there. They're just within 24.
You can't see the plague rays, can you?
Let's have a look at line of sight.
Oh, that's going to be...
Turns out they're hidden just behind the piping. Lucky boys. But this flying lawnmower of death is on offer, yeah?
Okay, so I've got 18 shots hitting on 4s because he moved, and re-rolling 1s because of the captain behind.
Mm-hmm.
Strength 5 against toughness
7.
7. Okay, so looking for 5s and 6s, re-rolling once. 5
I suppose.
minus 2.
So
What's the save?
he's got a 3+ save, so
So
looking
5s.
for 5s.
Decent
Oh, that's
roll.
nice. And then I've got
And they got,
disgustingly resilient.
Has he got the vehicle keyword? Should do.
Yes, he does. Yep.
Okay, so it's 2 damage.
Okay, so
2 disgustingly resilient rolls.
yep. 5 save.
Oh,
days.
disgusting!
You deserved that after the
Wow.
first rolls. Yeah.
The luck has swung.
These 2 Centurions can see the remainders of the Poxwalkers. They've got their Hurricane bolters and their Heavy bolters. So I'm only shooting 2 because the rest can't see. So the last 2 Centurions finished off the Poxwalkers.
As predicted, with a hail of rounds.
Okay, and that now leaves the character here, the closest to Lieutenant. So he's going to take a pot shot.
Lieutenant White Eyebrows.
He's got an auto bolt rifle, so hitting on 3s, re-rolling once. So that is 4 hits out of 3 shots.
Yeah, because of the exploding 6s.
Yeah.
Rank.
Strength 4 though, toughness 5, so 5s and 6s, re-rolling ones for himself. So that is 2 wounds, no AP minus.
So-
What is that guy?
The Malignant Plaguecaster is he like
Malignant Plaguecaster.
sorcerer,
Never
basically.
going to remember that.
So he's a 3+ save. Both
It's fine.
saved.
Still interesting how many extra shots you get with the fist, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think the auto bolt rifle is going to be a really good choice.
We shall
going
see.
forward On Fist's armies, definitely.
Well, these guys have pushed forward, but remaining the line of sight blocking
Nice.
from the Marines up there. But the fetid blow drone has advanced.
Okay.
He's moved up, pushed forward. We've got the Knight, which has pulled back a little bit,
Yeah.
trying to reduce the number of models that can see it, draw a line of sight
Yeah,
to
not
it.
on offer.
So the 2 characters, the Foul Blightspawn and the Plaguecaster, they've moved up, also line of sight blocking.
So defensive strategies there.
Yeah, well, trying to...
It's a formidable wall of death in the open, isn't it?
yeah, it's quite close combat army, really, I think, the
Yeah.
Death Guard, so we need to give Pat a little bit more time to come to us.
Okay. And these guys have stayed still.
They all stay.
Just a very short psychic phase. What's happened here, Dave?
Putrescent Vitality on the Foul Blightspawn.
Wonderful. Just to make him a little bit tougher should the worst happen and they come around the corner.
Yep.
The Knight has declared every single one of its mental guns at the Leviathan Dreadnought because they want it dead. Now, Pat, you've played a stratagem.
Yeah, half damage on the Dreadnought.
Yeah, so
Yeah, command
it's
point.
going to be halving damage.
It'd be interesting to see whether a Leviathan Dreadnought can weather a whole round of shooting from a Tyrant or Castellan with that stratagem, just how strong that
Indeed.
stratagem
Let's see
is.
if it will keep it alive or not.
An Iron Hands Dreadnought wouldn't even get hurt, but...
No, yeah, but we don't talk about that in this Warzone. So, what gun are we rolling first, boys?
Volcano Lance for D6 shots.
D6 shots. It's for 3.
So 3s to hit.
Oh, hit. Solid rolling.
Okay, so strength 14. So, but we're looking for 3s because it's a toughness 8.
Yep.
So 3s to wound.
2 wounds.
So there's 2 wounds. AP's -5, so strength to your invuln.
So 4 up save on the Leviathan. Passes 1, fails 1. How much damage is it?
It's 3d3.
Okay, well I am definitely going to command point this one.
Okay.
Dropping me down to 5. Fails that too. So 3d3 damage.
Looking for a big roll, David.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
good.
it's
Oh,
not-
wow.
So
8.
it takes 4 and is down to 10.
Next weapon to fire.
Shield Breaker Missile. So it's heavy 1. 3s to hit, Dave. Excellent.
Solid hit.
Good start. It's a strength 10, so we're looking at 3s to wound.
Are you going to command point it?
Yes.
Yeah, come on, point now. Go on, Dave.
Here comes another one. That is a solid 6. A Warzone
That's more
Morloc
like
6.
it.
No invuns against that.
No invuns, it's AP -4.
Yep, so that goes to a 6 up save. I think they've got a 2+ save normally. Yeah. 6 up save for the Leviathan. No. Goes through.
D6 damage, Dave. For 5. So
Okay.
that's halved, isn't it?
3.
Another
Round it
3
up.
damage, yeah.
Down to 7.
Yep, so the next to fire is the twin Siegebreaker cannons. So that's both of them going to the Leviathan. So that's 2d3 shots for each one, so 4d3. So that's 3, 5, 7,
9.
9.
9.
That will
That's
do
good.
To
nicely.
hit. What have we got?
That's not good.
5s. Oh, there's 1 there.
What's the AP minus?
1.
Okay, so 3 up save. Save.
Okay. What's the shoot is?
The Plasma Decimator. So we're supercharging it. It's a heavy 2d6 number of shots.
Oh!
Get in there!
David rolling hot in the war zone. Remembering with supercharge, so this could be the death of the night as well as the Leviathan.
So 3s to hit. Well, there's only 1 in there. That's
I
not
think we
too
got
bad.
off lightly there. One more to
Superstitious
wound
about your
then.
dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Interesting. So, force to win.
Force to wound, Dave.
Go on, Dave.
Oh. Well, there's a couple, there's a few.
So 3 at the 4 up invuln. So 2 go through.
And that's 2 damage each.
So it takes 2 wounds because they get halved. So down to 5.
Stratagem.
The answer to the question is the stratagem can save a Leviathan Dreadnought from a full round of shooting from a Tyrant.
Indeed. I think it's for one command point, it's an absolute steal.
Yeah.
Because that should have been dead, but it's not, it's alive. For a hero, it's contained within. Shoot.
Yeah, Plague Burst Crawlers. We'll be shooting with the Plague Burst Mortar at the Marines on the objective. They're just on the edge of 48 inches.
Okay. I'm going to
in
spend
range.
2 command points for Transhuman Physiology. Use this stratagem when a Adeptus Astartes unit is chosen to target for an attack. Until the end of the phase, when resolving an attack against that unit, an unmodified wound roll of 1 to 3 always fails. So against the Strength 8 weapon, where it'd be wounding on 2s and 3s, those now fail, so they can only be wounded on 4s, 5s and 6s.
Ridiculous. So D6 shots. 4, 6.
Oh, here we go. I'm feeling good things.
Right, so it's hitting on 4 rerolling 1s because of the Chaos Lord.
Jesus.
Wow.
That's better.
Chicken
So-
blood dice.
It's strength 8, so I'm wounding now on
4s, 5s and 6s because of the stratagem.
Yeah.
okay, but it would have been 2s.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I get to re-roll the 1 because of Arch Contaminator. It's a plague weapon. So that's
Even with the
4
That's all right. I think you've done all right.
Hit with everything.
AP minus 2.
Okay, +1 for cover, so 4 up. 2 fail. How much damage?
D3.
Okay, first one takes 3 dice.
3.
Second
next
one
one,
is alive on 1
1.
wound.
2. takes out one very.
Again, with the other one.
Next one, same target. So number of shots for 3. Looking at 4s, you're rolling 1s because of the Chaos Lord. And now that stratagem's still in effect, isn't it? So wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s.
No.
Full house. 3.
3 anyway.
Yeah.
2 go through. First one kills one. Next one kills one. So 2 gone.
That's not too bad, but not quite enough. Was anything killed outright?
Nope.
So no first strike for you boys.
Nope.
So it currently stands at 1-0 to the Fists.
They've got a morale. There's a morale check over here. They rolled a 5, only lost 3, so it's 8. So they're fine.
Awesome.
I've brought one of the Incessor units that was up here down. So just try and keep hold of this objective if I can.
And they're pretty well hidden now.
Yeah. The Hellblasters have moved over so they can see the feet of the knight.
The Titanic feet, some would say.
But again, they've moved so they're going to be -1 to hit, which is not great.
Overcharge.
Yeah, that worked well last time, didn't it? Everything else has moved up. I've got these Incessors on this objective, and then I've had to advance the Devastator Centurions, which I didn't want to do, so they can't shoot this turn. They're also holding the objective. Chapter Masters moved up. Leviathan stayed still. I forgot to shoot the 3 Hunter Killer missiles last round, so we're going to shoot them now. And then the aggressors have advanced as well.
Got a good advance of 5.
Both got 5, yeah. Yeah, I forgot to shoot the Hunter Killer missiles, so going to do that first. 3 Hunter Killer missiles into the night. Do you want to rotate?
Normally that would be on turn 1, wouldn't it? But we just forgot to do it. So graciously, we're going to fire it again. So.
Do you want to rotate Iron Shields?
Yeah, we'll have to.
Yeah, because we want to keep it out of raspberry mode, don't we?
You down to 4.
So it's 3 command points on this particular night.
Yeah.
I think it's still worth doing.
Okay, so looking for 2 3s now because he's bracketed. Rerolling for the Chapter Master or hit. It's strength 8 against toughness 8. So 4s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of the relic with the Chapter Master. So it's just 1 at the invuln save, 2 fails.
Hey.
Get in there.
Hey! 3 CP
He still
spent
stands.
So Tor Garagon is going to put the 2+ onto the Hellblasters again. I'm going to overcharge again.
Oh, he loves it!
Kill my own unit. So 6 shots, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s, but 2s instantly kill them.
Let's see some 2s.
Yeah, 1's dead.
Okay, well, that was a given.
That's another bald guy.
Another bald guy goes. Should have
It's
worn his
not, if
helmet.
there's any bald people out there, it's not because I don't like bald people. I think bald people are wonderful, probably some of the best people alive. But
You don't have to butter me up like that. Mine's my choice.
but you've got to wear a helmet.
You have to wear a helmet,
You're literally a
like
space
Tor
marine.
Garagon. Oh, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Ron Perlman now works for the Imperial Fist.
5 hits, wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. Okay, so that is 5 at your invuln of 4. Oh,
Oh, Dave.
So unfortunately, that's 15 damage.
Oh, man.
So he's down to 3. It was that. It must have been his weak ankle.
Yeah, he was
That they
shot in the
shot to
toe.
pieces.
They blew his toe off and he staggered onto a nail.
So with the +1 damage from Imperial Fist against vehicles, the Hellblasters doing 3 damage a shot, which is pretty strong, really.
That is very strong. Would you reconsider your previous hatred for Hellblasters?
It's so expensive and they kill themselves. The Las Fusils now, with the Eliminators, you get +2 cover save when they're in cover. They do flat 3 damage, so that bumps them up to 4. And they don't kill themselves.
Yeah.
So I think pretty much for the same price, you can almost get 3 squads of Las Fusils. So I'd be doing that in the future instead of Hellblasters.
Okay. Still effective though, 15 damage on the night. Redemptor's going to be shooting against the bloke drone over there.
18 shots from the heavy and underslung. Hitting on 4s because he's moved, rerolling 1s.
Those were your rerolls.
They all miss though. 5s and 6s because it's only strength 5. So just the 3. No, re-rolling ones actually because of the lieutenant behind. Just 3. No, AP minus 2.
So we're looking at a 5-up save. Passes
Another
2.
good one. And 2 damage, so 2 disgusting resilience.
Nope,
2
so
damage.
2 wounds. So he's down to 8.
A really good save.
Bolters fired with some exploding 6s, causing some more hits, but everything was saved. So he still remains on 8 wounds. Shooting went in.
The these 3 are in range of the Chaos Lord, who's the closest unit.
Yeah.
You rolled it off camera because it's a lot of shots, and I didn't get any extra bolt gun shots on 6s because they advanced their -1 to hit, but they have got assault weapons.
Okay, so 8 got through.
Yep.
Looking at saves, and it's
AP 0.
what about doctrines? Did we change doctrine?
No, I'm staying in the devastated doctrine.
Okay, so it's still as you were.
We're looking at 3
regular.
plus.
Takes a wound.
Fails 1, yeah.
Wow.
Not bad.
Disgustingly resilient on him?
No, because he's just a Chaos Lord.
Oh, he's not
a demon or something.
No, okay. The Dreadnought, the Redemptor, is going to try a blind charge around this corner. We've measured it out how the base would work out around the crates, and they're looking at, well, it'll be a 10 if it's 11 inches, wouldn't it? So,
Okay.
is that
I
right?
took that into
Oh,
account.
okay, so it's an 11 you need. So it's
We've seen it before.
We've
Can we
seen
see it again?
Not
no,
on 3.
not this,
3.
not on this occasion.
Worth a go.
Worth a go.
So,
Is that all?
yeah.
Turnover.
Not a great
Scores on
turn.
the doors.
I got 1 point.
So you get 1 point for
that
holding
objective.
your home objective, but
Yeah.
the Imperial Fist line of death firmly in control of the centre of the board.
Still not a great turn though, but it's just good positioning from the Death Guard at the moment, keeping them in the game.
I think taking
Can't
the knight
shoot
down
anything.
to 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've severely
quite good.
severely damaged the knight, reducing its effectiveness. Like we did to you, I say we, like Death Guard did to your Leviathan, reducing its threat range. Let's see what the Death Guard can do in their turn 2.
With the Plague Bear's crawlers moved over a bit, which has allowed the Lord to move round.
Yes. So he's moved out of line of sight because he's the Warlord.
Yeah, he is, yeah, so we're hiding him, but he's on the edge of 3 inches of the
We're
objective.
worried about them aggressors, aren't we?
But, yeah.
Yeah, he got away lightly in the last turn
Yes.
against them, didn't he?
That won't happen again.
He
That one stayed
survived.
still.
That one stays still. We're also going to play a command point, I think, on that one, so that it doesn't have the -1 to hit. Otherwise it'll be
Okay.
hitting on 5s.
Yeah, we don't want that.
So, Blasphemous Machines is the strategy.
Blasphemous machines.
Yeah.
Over here, the HQs.
Yeah, so the Foul Blightspawn and the Malignant Plaguecaster have moved over.
Mhm.
So we've got a gap here to allow the Knight to charge through. So hopefully we can get off some smites. His hose is just on the edge of 9 inches from the Centurion. So
No jokes about that today. Thank you very much for keeping it clean.
Oh, okay.
No, we're not. Okay. his long hose, the end of it's going to dribble out. Cool, over the Centurions.
We're going to cover them. Cover them in horrific
In
filth.
hot muck.
And so this one's moved over. I think really I'm going to get him involved around the side there. Yeah. These Chaos Marines, Plague Marines have advanced.
So they've got a 2-inch advance, haven't they?
Yeah, so they haven't got very
It
far.
does put them in the Valley of Death, though.
Only slightly. There's a very small line of sight.
Okay. And further up?
Yeah, so the Fetid Bloke Drone, that's advanced up. Just the other side now of the objective. And the Lord of Contagion, he's teleported in 9 inches away from that Marine. So we're going to have a bit of a charge.
Awesome.
So first of all, we're going to card Putrescent Vitality, which adds 1 to Strength and Toughness. And I'm going to do that on the Foul Blightspawn.
Nice.
So warp charge value of 6. So that goes off.
Yeah.
Can't stop it.
10. Yeah, you can't stop it. And next up will be a Smite.
That's the Intercessors.
Yep, on the Intercessors. So looking for a 5 on 2 dice. Goes off with an 8.
D3.
D3 mortal wounds for 3.
So it kills 1 and drops 1 down to 1 wound.
Not bad. Malignant Plaguecaster.
He'll do. Okay, shooting phase beginning with the Knight, which is in severe raspberry mode. Declaring split fire now.
Yeah, so the Shipbreaker missiles are going to go on the Leviathan, or missile.
Yeah.
The Melted are going to go on the Intercessors, just at the front there.
Yeah.
And everything else is going to go on those aggressors.
Who are making a bit of a beeline for their 3-point objective.
Yeah. So we'll start with do the Volcano Lance against the aggressors for D6 shots.
Oh, here we
On
go.
5s now. So that's 2 hits.
Not bad.
2s to wound. 2 wounds. AP -5.
Okay, that's going to go straight through.
And it's 3d3 damage, so the minimum is 3 wounds.
Oh, so that'd be just 2 dudes dead?
2 dudes dead, yeah.
Okay, next up is the Plasma Decimator. Now, they're a toughness 5, so supercharging it has no value, and we could kill ourselves because we're only on 3.
Indeed.
So,
That's a dangerous
We're a
place
winner.
to be.
Yeah, Patlock's doing that.
just talking through it there for the benefit of those who are interested in the rules.
We're always learning.
So it's 2d6.
2d6 shots for 6.
How many command points have we got left?
I got 3.
No, these guys.
4.
5
Do you want to
and 4.
re-roll that one?
Yeah,
We'll
I
leave
think
it.
that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, we
So
got them.
one-
Good shout there.
can't
Got to
get
use them.
worse.
Hey, there you go.
11. That's 2 command re-rolls, Dave,
Morloc.
and both of them would turn to a 6. So we're hitting on 5s.
It's not bad.
That's
3 wounds.
AP minus.
-3.
Okay. So it would be a 6. But it's a 5. Do they have a 2+ arm save or a
3+.
Okay, so 5s. So 1 takes a wound.
Oh, that's scandalous, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go.
So
It's up 2 siege breaker cannons.
yeah, so that's 4 D3 shots.
6.
Yep, 6 shots. So hitting on 5s again, Dave. It's not bad, 3. And then wounding on 3s.
2
That's
wounds.
2 wounds, Pat. AP -1.
3 up. 1 takes another wound.
It's D3 damage.
Okay. D3.
Yep.
No.
Come on. Wound.
No, we can't. We've used
You've
it.
used your reroll already, unfortunately. Anything more to shoot?
Next up is the shield breaker missile at the Leviathan.
Okie dokie.
So that's 1 shot, 5 to hit. Nope.
No.
And that's that gone now.
Whoosh.
Yeah.
Please remove it from the model. Lastly to shoot the melter cannons ×2.
That becomes, yep.
Melter guns, sorry.
4 shots, all miss.
Nothing.
See you later. Wah. Okay, next up to shoot.
Yeah, Plague Burst Crawler. So I've got the Rock Hail Volley Gun, the Entropy Cannons, and the Mortar. I'm going to try and finish off those aggressors, why not?
Why not indeed? Off we go.
Yep. So 2 shots from the Entropy Cannons. He's moved, but we played the stratagem,
That's right.
so he doesn't have the -1. So we're back to 4s to hit for a strong none.
Oh.
And then Rock Hail Volley Gun, 3 shots, looking for 4s again. 2 hits, strength 6,
3s.
so 3s to wound, 1 wound, AP -2, Pat.
So 4 up. Takes a wound. So
Takes a
yeah,
wound.
that's 1 more dead.
Yep, okay, so now we're looking at the Plague Burst Mortar, the D6 shots for 6.
Oh, here we go.
So hitting on 4s, we're rolling 1s for the Chaos Lord.
Pretty good.
So that's 4 hits. Strength is 8, so wounding.
5.
So wounding on 3s, we're rolling 1s and 2s for the Plague Weapon, Night Contaminator. Doesn't need it.
Any AP?
-2.
4 up saves. Save 2. Goes through. 2d3.
So-
1 at a
yeah.
time. And kills him, so that's 1 more dead.
The last one.
Oh no, that's
2. Oh,
2.
sorry,
yeah.
together. Okay, so now Foul Blightspawn. Let's go shooting at the Centurions. So with his Plague Sprayer, it's you roll for the strength first of the weapon, which is 2d6. So it's a strength 8,
Powerful.
and then it's d6 shots auto hitting. 6.
Oh.
Decent. How much damage is it?
It is damage 3, AP -3.
It's pretty good.
So the auto hits. Now we're just rolling to wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s because it's a plague weapon. No, that's
Remember that rule, kids?
yeah. So 5.
5 ups, yeah.
I'm doing it, Rich and Dave. I'm doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it. Warhammer dudes.
Oh,
So 2 go through, so that kills 1 Centurion. Take the... Oh, that helmet again.
Yeah. Wear
It's
your
not gold
helmets.
this time.
Wear your helmets, idiots.
so second Plague Burst Crawler now. We're going to be shooting at the 2-man unit of intercessors.
We see
The
them.
objectives, so trying to clear them off.
He sees you.
So
He's
the
got you. I want you, Balboa.
reason for that is because this is pretty much lost.
Yeah, we've given up the middle of the table.
But that might be a goer.
Indeed.
So
Play the mission. Just see what happens.
you know. So just to explain for those interested. So D6 shots. 4.
Solid performance on
That's
the dice.
good on the D6
Yeah,
shots.
indeed.
6s and 5s.
So 4s to hit. Rerolling 1 for the Chaos Lord. Nope. So 3 hits. Strength 8. Wounding on 2s. Rerolling 1s. So that's 3 wounds, Pat. AP -2.
Okay, 4 ups for being next to it. 1 goes through. How much damage?
D3. So damage of 2.
2, so that's enough to kill 1.
Excellent. See you later. The plague caster shot his bolt pistol but failed to wound. And that concludes the shooting
Because they've all got helmets.
because they've got their helmets on. Check it out. Right. Declared a charge against the intercessors here. They fired their Overwatch. 1 got through, but it was saved. And now we're looking for a 9-inch roll to charge. It's a pitiful 3. On to the vital charge over here. They've survived the Overwatch. Sorry, the
4 got through, all saved. So now we're looking for the big 9.
You're always looking for a big 9.
Oh, it's a 6 and a 1.
I think that's worth a cheeky reroll.
Definitely.
Yeah. Let's go for
Yeah.
it.
Yay!
Happy days.
Oh, happy day,
He's pretty
Papa
slow.
Nagal. Happy day.
Hello, friend.
The Lord of Contagion is going in with his.
He's got a Plague Reaper. I think I said Man Reaper in the build-up.
You
Now
did.
I've actually looked at it. It's a Plague
Got
Reaper.
man on the brain.
Yeah. So he's a 4 attack model with Hateful Assaults, 5s to hit. 5 attacks, looking for 2s.
Does he get to reroll his own ones?
No, he doesn't.
Curse him.
Hopeless.
Curse him to hell.
So it's a strength 4, and it's +2 on his strength, so looking at 3s to wound. It's a plague weapon, so we roll a 1. Oh my
No,
word! So
curses.
that's 1
Any AP?
gets through. AP's -3.
So
It's a
6 up? No.
It's a flat 3 damage.
Okay. Take this guy.
Intercessors managed to attack back and managed to take off 1 wound from the Lord of Contagion there. So not the best combat, but not the worst either.
He's safe though.
He is safe, and yeah, that objective will be contested perhaps next turn.
Yeah, they lost 4, leadership 8, so on a 5 or 6, the last guy goes. No, he's fine.
Okay, anyone else?
No, they only lost 1, and they only lost 1. That's it.
Okie doke. So at the end of that turn, the Death Guard score 1 point for holding home objective,
Yep.
That's it.
and that's it.
2-1. Centurions have moved up to surround the objective, and then the intercessors here have advanced up. The aggressors moved up as well. It's on its own now. It's a bit lonely.
Lonely aggressor.
The Leviathans moved up as well. They're all in reroll range. Over here, the Hellblasters have moved.
Along with the mighty Tor Garagon.
See the bloat thingy.
Yeah, the drone. What's it?
Tor Garagon's on there as well. Hopefully, by the time he gets over there, we might be able to have a face-off there between the 2 characters. That'd be good.
That'd be pretty tasty.
Redemptor's gone over this way as well.
To shoot, Leviathan Dreadnought is going to be shooting into which one?
The Foul Blight Spawn.
Foul Bite Spawn. Okay, so 10 shots, hitting on 4s because he's bracketed.
Yes,
Rerolling everything though.
actually.
Okay, nice. Wounding.
It's toughness 6 now.
Okay, 3s. Rerolling ones because of the captain's relic. Not so good. That is 5 minus 3 AP.
Okay, what's the damage?
2.
Okay, so looking for 6s on the armour. Enough. Oh, 1.
8. 8 disgusting resilient. How many wounds you got?
Here's a 4-wound model, so this will most likely see him off. Looking for drop die because for 5s and 6s.
We called it. We called it.
So,
It's got 4 left. That's it. Just
yeah,
enough.
Just enough.
he's gone.
Just enough to kill him. Okay, the Centurions are up next. Now their heavy bolters are in range of the Plague Marines with just a little bit of line of sight through that gap over there.
Yep.
But the Hurricane bolters on their chest are not, so they're going to be shooting this way.
The 2 Hurricane bolters are going to go into the Knight,
Yes.
and 3 Hurricane bolters are going to go into this guy,
Yes.
and heavy bolters over there. I'm also going to spend 1 command point on Seismic Devastation from the Siegebreaker cohort.
Seismic Devastation.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
Use this
sounds
stratagem.
nasty.
It sounds... yeah.
Each time you roll a wound roll of 6 for an attack made by that unit that attacks an enemy vehicle, that attack inflicts a mortal wound in addition. So,
Strong. Okay.
yeah.
You've been rolling 6s like nothing today.
Good night, night.
Okay, so we'll do that first.
Night.
So this is just 2 Hurricane bolters shooting.
A 3 wounded knight.
Yeah. Okay, so hitting on 3s. Re-rolling because of the Chapter Master. There's a couple more in there. Couple of misses.
Now you were debating whether to spend the command points on the Chapter Master, but I think again it's played dividends.
Okay, so they've got bolters, so extra hits there, only the 2. Right,
This is
okay.
where the 6s will cause mortal wounds, is that right?
Yeah. So you can kill a tyrant with that unit doing this stratagem, but they haven't been in range, so they hasn't been able to do it. So 6s do mortal wounds, and also I need 6s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of the captain behind.
Oh.
So it's only 2 mortal wounds so far.
That's all on the right.
ones. Yep.
So he's down to 1.
1 wound left on the Knight.
And I have got 7 rerolls.
So we're looking for some 6s here as well. Oh, there's
One
one.
more
There it
6.
goes.
And that kills it.
See you later.
Let's see if it blows up.
2 dice to roll to see if it explodes. Only one has to be a 6. Negative. The Knight is just simply removed from play by mere hurricane fire shooting. Please remove it from the board, David. And you can go home now. Cheers.
The 3 Hurricane bolters to shoot at
Oh, good.
this guy.
Well,
but
we'll just
do
carry
the
on.
heavy
then.
bolters first.
Heavy bolters at the Plague Marines in the corner.
Okay, 28 hits, and then strength 5
28
against.
hits.
Strength.
Only 28?
Just 28 hits.
Shocking.
Out of 24.
Oh,
Yeah, because
you're,
it's
you're
exploding
right.
6s.
You're right. Stop it and pause it. Tell me.
Okay, just to wound.
Added on some extra hits there for the 6s.
Yes.
Wounding on force because it's strength 5 against toughness 5. Rerolling 1s for the relic on the captain behind. 2 more.
Okay. Big pile of saves, is it?
Come on, Dave, you can do
It's
it.
like about 20.
And with
Minus
the,
2.
because of the Devastator Doctrine still
Yeah,
being
still.
in play.
So,
5 ups.
5s.
Easily done. Here we go. Oh god. Oh god.
That's it. And then roll them again.
And then there's just 1 damage each, isn't it?
Yeah.
For
Disgustingly resilient.
Well, there's a few.
Yeah, you saved quite a chunk there.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dead. Which is pretty much all but 1 guy.
Keep the one at the back.
All by myself.
I think I'll keep. He's got the bite launcher.
Another massive fusillade of shots against the psychic dude here, who has been wiped off the board. We've just taken enough wounds off. Redemptor Dreadnought is going to be targeting floaty plague beast thing.
4s because he's moved. No rerolls because there's no one near him. 5s and 6s. This is a tough part though. Just 3 there, not great. -2 against the blow drone.
Okay, 5 up save. Saves 1, disgustingly resilient.
2 damage, so another again. Yeah.
Great.
Takes 4.
So it's down to 4.
You survived. A couple of cheeky hell blasters.
I think it's 3. Have a look.
Oh,
Come over here from this side. Yeah, definitely.
actually 3 because you can see his top there.
Tor's. Ballistic skill again, so hitting on 3s, 2s kill him again. Rerolling 1s. There's another one dead. Getting good at that. I've got a command point here actually. Nope, still dead.
So a super 1.
Yeah. And then wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. 2 wounds, AP -3 or 4.
-4 supercharged.
He gets 5 up in run, does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, 5 up in run. Passes 1.
3 damage then?
So you've done to 1 wound.
Disgustingly resilient. Saves another 1.
Down to
so
2.
it's down to 2.
Nice to get some shots off against the.
Plague Burst Crawler.
But it survived. Last thing to shoot, I'm going to be targeting the other one.
No bolter because they've advanced, disciplined. And then 5s and 6s. 4, no AP.
It's a toughness 8 tank.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So wood on 6s, I think.
3. Oh, I can't believe it's toughness 8. I'm surprised by that.
So AP is 0, isn't
Yeah.
it? And so looking for 3s. Fail 1, and then disgustingly resilient on 5. Nope, it takes 1 wound.
These guys did just shoot their pistols in combat, but to no effect.
So
Went straight into the fight phase.
Um,
Intercessors.
attacking in.
No shock assault this round, is there?
Yeah,
Because
less attacks this time. So just 2, no AP.
Okay, looking for 2+ to save.
5.
Yep.
His attacks back.
Tough as nails.
Yep, so I need another dice there, pal.
There you go.
So 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. 6s are death to the false emperor.
Yeah, we remembered.
Which is an attack that you have to roll. Hey, 5 hits.
Yeah, you have to work for it rather than the fist.
Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s because it's a plague weapon.
5
So
wounds.
that's 4.
4. What's the AP again?
-3, it's 3 damage apiece.
6s. 4 dead. That's the squad.
Wow.
Should have pulled him out of combat.
Head's chopped off.
Plague Reaper.
He's consolidated a little bit closer to that objective. So the end of the Imperial Fist, turn 3. Pat, how'd it go?
Yeah, good. I'm still struggling to get around and deal with certain units, but I'm clearing out everything I can see.
Yeah, the centre's firmly in your control, for which points you've already scored at the start of the turn.
It's going to take me a long time to get around to those tanks, though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about.
Well, let's better hop to it then, eh?
Yeah, I'm going to spend command points to use a new Imperial Fist stratagem,
Uh-oh.
which is use this stratagem at the end of your turn. Select 1 Imperial Fist unit from your armies within 3 inches of an objective marker.
They
At
are?
the start of your next turn, add 1 to the attacks characteristics of models in that unit, and add 1 to the saving throw for this unit here.
Powerful. So that is going to be firmly in
And
control.
that's the end of my command
Got
points.
to do a little bit of morale, so just clearing up here.
Yeah, so he lost 6, so he needs a 1 to... pass it. Oh, what a hero.
You can rely on Dave for
He
ones.
probably doesn't even know that he's lost all his buddies.
No, he's looking the wrong way,
Yeah.
and his eyes are full of snot. Nurgle, or Death Guard, turn 3.
So the Chaos Lord has moved back, so he's got a line of sight now on the aggressor.
Okay.
The Foul Blight Spawn has moved around the corner. We swapped the model for the better one.
Yeah.
He's going to hose down that Redemptor.
Oh, hose him down.
Yeah, he's going to put his filth between his gaps and his armour. This guy's moved over his Blight Launchers. Going to target those guys.
Okie doke.
And over the back is probably the most interesting. Walking to the wall. With the Lord of Contagia moving up on that last Primaris And also the fetid blow drone has jumped the wall to bring his plague spitters to bear.
Tor Garagon's got his eyeball on the Lord of Contagion. The Lord has shot at the aggressor, but he made one shot got through, but he's made a save.
Here is the Foul Blight spawn. We're going to play Veterans of the Long War on him, so he adds 1 to his wound rolls. And we're going to be shooting the Redemptor. So first off, Dave, we roll 2d6 to find out the strength of the weapon.
It's a strength 6.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. And we've got d6 auto hits for 6.
Oh,
Decent.
rolling strong.
So I think it's normally 5s to wound the Redemptor, but
Now it's 4s.
now it's 4s with the stratagem.
Great roll.
Re-rolling the 1s because of the plague weapon.
So 4.
AP,
AP minus.
AP minus 3, and it's 3 wounds a pop.
Close to killing this. 6 is to save.
Oh,
Bad.
bad!
Takes 6 damage down to 8.
Not bad.
Lonely Plague Marine will be shooting at the intercessors here.
Yeah, he's got a blight launcher, so it's 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Excellent. It's a strength 6 weapon, so it's wounding on 3s. Rerolling the 1, Dave, because it's a plague weapon. Sounds like I've read the book. So that's 2 wounds per AP minus 2.
So 5s. 1 goes through, and that kills this guy who's on 1 wound.
Yeah. The fetid bloke drones, he's got 2 plague spitters targeting the Hellblasters.
Yeah, good choice.
So that's 2d6 shots, auto hitting for 10 auto hits.
It's so good with that.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, he's in his lowest bracket now, so it's only strength 4. So it's 4s to wound, rerolling 1.
We all lose power in our hoses and our spitters.
Reroll that 1, Dave. A plague weapon, excellent.
So 6.
Yeah,
AP
eight-
minus.
minus 1, 1 damage each.
Okay, so 4 ups. So that is 2 Hellblasters killed.
2. Yep, plague burst crawler. So the entropy cannons and the heavy stubber are going at the 3 intercessors.
Yeah, because the main cannon's got a minimum range, which they are within.
Yep, with 12.
So-
So that is going to do, hopefully, the last 2 Hellblasters over there.
We shall see, because it's whiffed so far, isn't it?
I don't think it's done too badly.
Okay, let's see how it goes.
So go on then, Dave. Shall we do the big one first?
Yep.
D6 shots. For
These 6
5.
rolls have been unbelievable.
Yeah, you've done really
Amount of
well.
shots
You should
has
play
been great.
Necrons. You can roll my Doomsday Arc shot.
So
Patrick's dice.
Yeah.
hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s for the Chaos Lord. Doesn't need it.
Strong.
It's strength 8, so it's wounding on 2s, re-rolling 1s, because it's a plague weapon. And he's got the Arch Contaminator, so that's 5 wounds per AP minus 2.
Wow.
5 ups.
Oh,
2 go through. D3 damage, 1 at a time.
so we need a big one, Dave.
Kills 1. Next
Yeah.
one. Kills him. So
Oh,
that's
the
this one's wiped.
Hellblasters are wiped off the face of the earth. Next.
Yep, on those 2, so 2 shots, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s.
1
1
hit.
hit. Strength 8, so wounding on a 2. AP minus 4.
Straight through.
Straight through.
D6.
D6 damage. For 4.
1 more dead.
And the heavy stubber, heavy slugger.
Heavy slugger.
I've just read it. Heavy slugger, not stubber, which I've been saying all day. 4 shots. Hitting
It
on
shoots
4s
slugs.
again. Rolling 1s. So 1 hit. Strength 5, so 3s, Dave. No.
No, curses. Okay.
Yeah, so this Plague Burst Crawler now, we're going to put everything into that aggressor.
We want him dead.
Well, we're looking at what's the next thing that can hurt us. So we'll start with the entropy cannon, Dave. So it's 2 shots, hitting on 4s, we're rolling 1s. Wounding on 2s,
What's his strength?
strength 8.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, wounding on 3s.
Threes, yeah, but still gone
So
through.
both go through. AP minus 4,
Straight through. 2d6.
D6 damage, 2d6. So
Kills
yeah,
him.
we learn our lesson, and we should have declared them all to against something else.
Charge phase, the Lord of Contagion is this?
Yep.
So Overwatch going in.
1 hit. Becomes 2. 1 wound. No AP.
Looking for a 2. Saved. So he's not going to fail, is he?
No, he's made it in.
Yep. And then that guy. That's a 2-inch charge, isn't it?
Brilliant. Attacks hitting on 2s with the Dirty Axe from Hell.
No rerolls.
6 becomes another attack. Yep.
With Death to the False Emperor.
Looking for 3s. It's a plague weapon.
Was it 6 up save or something? He's dead.
Yeah.
You can move towards the closest unit if you want to.
Victory
Just
is
move
ours.
this way. Injured Leviathan shuffled up over here. The captains moved round to take the objective. The Centurions have moved only 4 because I do want the shooting over here just in case Tor Garagon can't take them out.
Mm-hmm.
And then Incestors have moved around here. They're looking to charge the tank in the next round. They're out of line of sight.
How tactical does that look?
Yeah. They're not going to be able to kill it, but they're going to tag it so it can't shoot them, basically.
Indeed.
And then over here, the Redemptor has stayed still. We just turned it for effect. He's going to shoot over there. And the big move over here is Tor Garagon and his second in command have moved over to fight in Mortal Kombat over this side.
So cool.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd get to see, but this is strength times 3 power fist, so strength 12 power fist.
Tor Garagon versus the Lord of Contagion.
Yeah.
Redemptor Dreadnought.
So it's 18 shots from the heavy and underslung. Hitting on 3s because he hasn't moved. No rerolls. Force. So that is 6 at AP minus 2 on him.
So looking for 5s.
It's done alright, eh?
Good.
And then
Just 2
disgustingly
damage.
resilient. Nope. So he's down to 2 wounds.
Shots. Hitting on 3s, no rerolls.
What's
And
this
then
against?
5s and 6s. Same thing.
Same thing, okay.
Storm bolters here. Just 1.
So 3+. Saved.
Whoa.
He's tanking it.
Yeah, it's good not
Frank.
getting him in. That's the end of that.
Shurians are going to be shooting the bloke drone. Oh god. Rolls. Just a wound. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant.
Ah!
It's the relic, yeah.
Sorry, the relic, which acts as a lieutenant.
Yeah. Minus 2 and 6, 12, 15 wounds at minus 2, so 5 up saved.
Easy.
Watch this guy.
Easily done. Here we go.
So it's a 5.
Think nothing of it. Oh, hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Really good roll.
Uh.
And 2 damage each, so just roll that twice.
So
Disgustingly resilient.
Resilient.
Saves.
No, he's dead.
no.
Worth a go. But alas, he has fallen.
He blows up on a 4.
Damn it.
A putrid explosion. Yes.
Oh, no.
Everything within 7 inches suffers 1 mortal wound.
Okay. You get a disgusting resilient on yours.
Thanks. Paul.
Wisdom, Patrick.
Nope.
Negative. Tor Garagon.
I wounded Tor
He's got
Garagon.
7 wounds.
He's been hosed down with the putrid man fat from the
And the lieutenant as well.
lieutenant's taken one as well. Tor Garagon shooting.
Rapid fire grab gun mounted on his backpack on 2s. Both hit. Strength 5 against toughness 5.
Yep.
Force, rerolling 1s. So that is 1 AP minus 3.
So he's got a 4 up in Von for his cataphracte armour. Saved.
Fine.
Straight into the fight phase, charge phase.
This is Tor Garagon, no Overwatch.
Tor Garagon, there we go.
And then Lieutenant.
Uh-oh.
Goes in as well.
Here's a clash of the titans. Next up to charge, Redemptor against...
The foul blight spawn. So roll for the strength. 4.
Only strength 4 today.
Yep.
Do you want to use your last command point as he's going to die?
Shall we do it?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on then.
You
We're
roll
going
that
to do it. So we got a 3, Oh, I should let you do it, Dave.
Never use it for rerolls, you idiots.
Idiot. I was going to save it for Veterans of the Long War with the Lord of Contagion, but peer pressure got the better of me. D6 shots for 3. Auto hits, so looking for 5s now. Oh, there's a complete failure. Nothing at all.
Charge distance, Pat.
This is a big roll.
7, yeah, fine.
Okay, combats.
Charge roll.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got to charge these two.
7, that's going to be close.
The intercessors make it into the charge. Whallap. Garagon with his mega power fist from hell for some hot fisting action. Don't Google it. Let's go.
6 attacks, hitting on 3s. All hit.
Oh man.
Wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s.
He's good.
So they all hit, and that is AP minus up to your invuln, basically.
So 4+ invuln.
Only 2 go through.
2 go through.
6 damage.
So you got six disgusting resilience saves, is that right?
Yep. Come on. Oh, lost one.
Nah, he's dead.
He's dead. Oh, failed him.
Tor Garagon. Yeah.
With a power fist, that.
Tor Garagon. The Dreadnought.
5 attacks, hitting on 3s, all hit, wounding on 2s. 3 wounds, AP minus 4 or 3.
So
Let me check.
AP minus 3. So 6 up saves. None of them.
D6 damage.
Yeah, I think
11 damage.
he's going to go.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make 9 disgustingly saves.
He would get disgustingly resilient, but we're running out of time.
Let's wish he'd blow up.
And this is for the intercessors over
into the
there.
Tank. 2 hits. No wounds. Does not have any attacks, the tank has back.
So the tank didn't manage to get any attacks back. And that's the end of the turn. So what are we looking at?
Score is 7-2, and I think
Yeah, we were totally counting on the Lord of Contagion holding that 3, which would have given us 5, which would actually have drawn us level. But
Yeah.
Tor Garagon, in
Yeah.
true
Tor Garagon.
thematic, wonderful
it's
40k
unusual
style.
for a new model, isn't it?
A new model that
He
survived
died.
to the end of the game and made a
Game-changing.
game-changing punch to the mouth.
You could even say he won it at the end.
Yes. Had it gone another turn, they would have scored.
Yeah, you can't shoot me off these
No,
objectives because they're characters.
They
now.
are too solid there.
Yeah.
So that would have been another 2 points
And
to
there's only
Patrick.
1 tank to fire now.
Yeah, so it
Game
was always going to be
over.
Imperial Fist victory. Patrick, well done.
Good game though.
Well done, Pat.
Maiden
Well done,
voyage.
game.
Well
Good
done.
game.
Played.
Brothers, Davids,
Yeah, played.
Yeah.
Played
Bully.
well.
Bully.
Bully
everyone.
to you.
Thank you very much. What was the man of the match for you, Patrick?
Leviathan.
Not a
What?
Leviathan.
The Hellblasters killed themselves.
The Hellblasters
completely.
killed
They
themselves.
did the most damage, to be fair.
Yeah,
to them.
they smashed the hell out of the knight.
And Tor Garagon's
Tor
power
Garagon
fist.
is very tasty.
Yeah.
On the Death Guard side,
I thought the Lord of Contagion did well when he got his attack
Yeah,
in and wiped out
definitely.
the whole squad.
Flame
you
was
know-
really good.
Yeah, the plagues, the foul blight spawn. Yeah, he's a.
these are very good for their points, aren't they?
Mm,
Consider another one of
yeah,
those,
they can't go
perhaps?
wrong. Yeah, maybe. I
Plague
think
Marines
with
could
the
do
buff
well.
from the Arch Contaminator giving you reroll.
If
all
you can
wounds.
hide them like you did, they're impossible to deal with. I didn't
Mm.
take any damage off them at all
Yeah.
the whole game, and I've realised my list is not mobile enough at all. It was such a slow slog across the
That's
game.
because you're used to playing Raven Guard, in which you do get a lot more movement.
Yeah, I
But-
think I ditched the Redemptor, put some tactical war suits in, and swapped the Hellblasters for some last Fusils.
Yeah,
And
because
then
you
I
get the
think it'll be a
scouting
much
move in
stronger,
range.
Mm.
Indeed.
List then.
But there we go. Imperial Fist maiden voyage on the channel. Imperial Fist victory at 7 points to 2.
Yep, turn 3.
Turn 3. Well done, everyone. Thank you for watching. See you next time.